everyone, welcome to Club UX. This channel is a small effort from my part for all the budding UX designers out there to help them learn more about UX design. In this video, we are going to learn about how to create your first UX case study. If you're a beginner in UX case study, then this step-by-step video is going to be very helpful to you. But if you are an experienced UX designer, then hold on, stay there. Share your reviews, share your comments in the comment section below and inspire us. A UX designer always seeks inspiration from another UX designer. With this, first of all, let's understand what is a UX case study. A UX case study is a UX design project that you have worked on as a UX designer. It is presented in the form of compelling stories with text and images to show how a UX designer handled problems. A UX case study is the solid foundation of a solid UX portfolio. A UX case study is essentially a representation of what is the problem that you solved. How did you solve it? Why did you solve it? Guys, before we begin, I want you to understand is that the structure of one UX designer, how they present their case study can be different from another UX designer. However, in this video, I will share with you the essential sections that you should include in your case study. Number one is to start by the title of the case study. Introduce and give a brief overview of what the case study is going to talk about. Share your UX design process. Then share your user research. You might have conducted qualitative, quantitative research, competitive analysis, include that. Define the problem. Come up with the ideation steps that you took in order to solve the problem and came up with the solution. Test your solution and iterate on it. And the next steps and learning, include that as well. There are two important tips that I want to share with you. Always divide your case study into sections. Each section should include 1 to 2 short paragraphs, as you can see in this video, and an image of a deliverable that visually tells the story of these paragraphs. The text and images basically create a narrative. It is done in a way that reader is able to scan the entire case study by just looking at the images and roughly get what the story is communicating. You must make sure that there are no grammatical errors in the text and fonts are not illegible. Also make sure when you are choosing images, choose quality over quantity. Don't make use of blurry and low resolution images. Also, whenever you're working on a UX case project, you make use of different UX tools and techniques and you come up with different deliverables in order to arrive to a solution. Don't stuff your case study with all these deliverables. It is going to look fluffy and would make your case study extremely lengthy, and it would make it very boring for the other person to read it. Your case study should be scannable. Your best deliverables in the UX case study and save the rest for your job interview. The second thing is that before you go ahead and create a UX case study, just visualize what would be the sections that you want to include. What is it that you want to include? Just creating rough sketches on paper would do that. Let me show you how. Consider what things you would include and how. Create rough paper sketches like you create for your paper prototypes. Always give headlines to each and every section. With this, now let's discuss each and every section of your UX case study in detail. First and most important section that you need to have is to have the title of the case study. People do this mistake of not giving an appropriate title to the case study. Let me give you an example of my case study, Pet Meetup. By just writing it, you cannot really understand what I'm trying to convey. It tells the reader absolutely nothing about what I did. However, adding a little more information can help you learn what this case study is talking about. Now it tells the reader that case study is about online platform to connect pets. A strong title can give the context of the project, what your case study is going to do and what is your case study going to talk about. Next step is to give an introduction, overview or a background of the UX case study. Ever attended a concert where the presenter first of all gives a brief introduction about the performer to help you understand more about what is going to come up next? Psychologically, people also take up more time to read this section and learn about the case study. So include the following. What user problem are you trying to solve? Like I did it here. I gave up the context about how did I come up with solving the problem. I also introduced why am I solving this problem, what is the need. Also share a little bit information about what your role is going to be and what tools and methods are you going to use in order to solve the problem. In the next step, you introduce the UX design process that you have followed. If you have checked out my video on UX design process, you would have learned that for one person, the UX design process would be different from another person. It also differs from the kind of project that you have taken up and the kind of organization that you're working with. So include your UX design process. Next is the section where you are going to include the kind of research that you carried on. You must have carried on a qualitative or a quantitative research, so you have to include all of that. You need to share who your users are, what their needs are, what were the problems that were faced by user. Include any kind of, in fact, past research done, include competitive analysis and user research as well. Here you can see that I have also shared some of the pictures while I conducted my quantitative research. I analyzed my information with affinity mapping, and I also included the insights that I uncovered through my qualitative as well as quantitative insights. All the user research coming up with different qualitative and quantitative insights would set you up by defining your problem. So include your problem statement as well as your how might we statement as well. See, framing the right problem is the only way to create the right solution. Moreover, once you have your detailed information of the wants, needs and pains, you can synthesize the information into an actionable problem statement. In the next section, you are going to include all the steps that you took in order to come up with the solution. Basically, you make use of various UX design tools and techniques in order to arrive to that solution. So include all the design artifacts that you use to come up with the solution. This section is going to be the longest as well. Basically, you demonstrate how did you combine the project requirements with user insights to come up with the proposed solution. Also, you don't have to include every individual sketch, but maybe a photo of a range of ideas on the whiteboard or on paper would be okay. This section you can include all of the key deliverables like user flows, storyboards, user journey map, and you basically can show how each and every deliverable helped you to create a narrative in order to create a visual solution. Just make sure that you should not include all the deliverables that you created. Only include the key deliverables. Next step is to test and iterate your design. There are two ways to go about that. You can make use of your paper prototype and test it with user. Another way to go about it is to make UI screens and then take user feedback on that. So what I first did is that I make use of my paper prototype and then I conducted my user research. I made use of the user feedback and got my changes done. Then I used these paper prototypes and designed my UI screens. And then, based on that, I carried out my usability testing with 5 participants and I evaluated the result on 3 parameters: efficiency evaluation, effectiveness evaluation, and SUS evaluation. The UX design process is all about getting feedback from the user and iterating your solution unless and until it is loved by them. And in the last step, you also have to include if there is any outcome of your design study. Make sure that you include that as well. UX case study is one of the foundations of your UX portfolio. So make sure that you include all these steps whenever you create your own UX portfolio and your own UX case study. So guys, I hope that in this video you understood the steps that you need in order to create your own UX case study. A UX case study and UX portfolio is much more powerful tool than showing your resume to the job interviewer and recruiter. It helps you to showcase to them the storytelling process or what kind of problems that you took and why did you take the problems that you solved. So guys, I hope that you liked the video, you enjoyed the video, you understood the concepts about how to create your UX design project. Make sure that you check out more videos where I have talked about how to find UX design project, what is a UX portfolio, and more information on what is UX and UI. Make sure that you check out our website yukti.io and you'll find a lot of articles on the topic. And make sure that you subscribe to the channel for more videos.